Alright, we got the Trial of Thragg, VILTRUM'S final boss.
Why is everyone so nervous about fighting this Thrag guy?
Oh,
Way
brother.
to the hype.
A few moments later.
I got this!
Your life literally is as valuable as a
summer ant.
Your life is nothing. You serve zero purpose. Because what are you here for? To worship me? Kill you.
Alright, and I know we only 24 seconds into the video, but I gotta slander Oliver. Oh, the Viltrumite punching bag. Mr. Hee happy, happy, happy. I have never seen somebody so happy to run in a battle just to get their ass whooped over and over and over. Not only in season 3 did Conquest bounce you up and down like a BBL, but he sent you with the backhanded doom in season 4. He stretched you out. Another grown man stretching your guts out. Me personally, I'm not letting that happen. And then we're not even finna talk about Thrag. My boy got 1 dub against the Mauler twins. Thought he was big ballin'. Oliver, it's levels. It's levels. It's about 999 levels to this shit, and you about on level 3. Take your layup. Take your layup. You was not Steph Curry. You not shooting 35-foot jumpers, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know what time
that
it
is. That is a pause.
Court is now in session because it's time for a trial, and it is for none other than the crispiest Viltrumite in the galaxy, VILTRUM'S final boss, Grand Regent Thrag.
Okay.
So y'all already know how this works. We got the evidence, and it is ready to be presented. And my God, I gotta say, this is some of the most damning evidence a character has ever
He was stretching out Oliver, no diddy.
Further ado,
yo, what's good, Mirror? Oh, you had exams? Hey, I hope you did good in your exams.
Let's get down to business. Exhibit A, Thrag's rise to power and his multiple atrocities. Now, we actually got a glimpse of
Sato, he did that though. He stretched them out.
Just from this backstory alone, you could already tell that Thrag was a crazy ass nigga because this man is responsible for multiple horrible atrocities. So let's start off with example 1. This one planet was trying to start a rebellion because they were fed up with the Viltrumites' rule. So they decided to
light and Aaron
and retaliate. So
I
the
agree.
Viltrumite higher ups or Argos council,
you gotta be like level 200.
Dragon's
Dragon's like level 2 million.
Of what they should do about this rebellion. Now, Krieg and Thetis were basically arguing the whole time because Krieg straight
like
up
that,
proposed
Max.
that they should just decimate the whole planet to show the strength of the Viltrum Empire and strike fear into the species that was trying to rebel.
Okay.
But Thetis, on the other hand, proposed that they shouldn't decimate their planet because the Viltrumite rule over this species was cruel and inhumane. And he thought that since this species showed some type of pushback against their oppressors, that it was an act of strength and Viltrum should respect it because their main core value was strength.
Okay.
Now, while they kept yapping, Argol decided to shut both of them up. Then he asked Thrag, "Young nigga Thrag, my crispy apprentice, what do you think we should do about this minor inconvenience?"
Why you say minor like that?
Straight up said that these creatures were so weak that their weakness was an offense to the natural order of the universe, and we should
I got Jinwoo in that
educate
star.
them on why they're so ass.
And yeah,
after
Yuji.
hearing Thrag's rant, Argol was like, "Now that is why you."
2 minutes of screen time. Glow, I'm glad you bring that up because, bro, I need to know the backstory on this. I understand that Thrag was raised to be the next great emperor, Grand Regent of Viltrum, right? But in your life, what made you glaze this 3 billion year old senior citizen? He looks like he beats kids, bro. He just looks like that one mean, grouchy old man that it could be sunshine and rainbows, and he'll still find something to complain about. What is so great about Argol? He must have really been like that in his heyday or something, cause.
Oh, my right-hand man. Tax them niggas 25% of their population.
25% tax is
Is
crazy.
responsible for this race losing
Loadless, that's fair.
25% of their population. A quarter of these niggas was wiped off the map because Thrag thought they was weak as hell. Now, let's move into example 2. His first day as Emperor. Now, after Argol got assassinated and took a big-ass shank to the skull from Optimus Prime, they had a massive funeral for this man, and it was broadcasted across the entire planet. So after Thrag was done giving the eulogy, he does what is quite possibly one of the craziest things.
That is crazy, because look. Huncho said, not gonna lie, Argol is the strongest Viltrumite, and he got off-screened. Do y'all see that happening to Thrag? I don't see that happening to Thrag, Omni-Man, unless it was like they got some sort of weakness we don't know about, like some sort of kryptonite blade. But Argol went outside. He went outside. He's a bum. He's legendary? Based on what? Word of mouth? Robert Kirkman, you better cook up a Argol special, because right now, hey, nah, that boy Argol, he's Hawaiian, because he's buns. He's buns, in my opinion.
A leader could ever do. He said that there is a sickness in our society and it needs to be cut out. So he points at this melanated brother behind him and asks him, "You, do I look fresh today?"
I like your cut, G.
I don't believe you.
Thrag, bro. Thrag. We had about 1,000+ people in the stands. Actually, nah, this is a sold-out stadium. We had about 100K people in the stands, Thrag. 100K. And out of everyone, you choose my melanated brother? During Black History Month? It may have not been February, but I don't care. Bro, out of everybody, bro turned around. Basically, he was on his police officer type flow. He said, oh yeah, matter of fact, turn off the body cam. And the crazy thing is, this man made the decision to kill this man, no matter what his response was. No matter how he responded, that boy was out of there. He was grits. Thrag, you not beating the allegations, my boy. I don't want to put it on you. Pause. But we watching you. Notice how you ain't do Conquest or Anissa or Craig or any one of these nice, lovely civilians in the crowd like that. You had to go ahead and choose.
I don't believe
Look who you had. You had to go and choose my strong black brother. And look, my glorious black queen, she right here just chilling. Because if she make a wrong move, it's bad. Come on, Thrag. Everybody else crazy.
Decapitated this brother for no reason at all.
Bro with the default pose too.
Clean off to make an example out of him. So after he just murdered this dude in front of everyone, this man gets on the mic and says, "As my first command as Grand Regent,
Run the fade.
Thrag, hereby officially announce the first ever Viltrum culling games. Seek out every single sorry ass nigga in our population.
That is crazy.
Them. Purge every
That is,
weak
Shanto,
nigga
I agree.
From our population." So after Thrag gave this speech, all hell just broke loose across the entire planet, and the Great Purge began. Viltrumites just started killing each other off one by one, so they could weed out every person they considered weak. And it wasn't just the adults doing it too; it was the kids as well.
Oh,
Look at that jumping this little nigga. Bro got jumped by 3 other kids that got stomped out.
Invincible. Chat, I want y'all to. What do we notice here? What do we notice here? Who is getting jumped? Who is getting jumped, chat? Robert Kirkman, I know what type of man you are. I don't like that. Random selection. Two within a minute, chat. Who is getting jumped? And my glorious. Come on. Y'all supposed, if anything, y'all supposed to be running the tools. Even the kids. I'm sorry, bro. Your hairline was crispy too. I know you had your do-rag on. You had some waves, but
jumped by 3 other
Invincible getting put on the watch list. Yup.
This was just straight up horrific.
50. I'm 100% Star.
This had to be one of the worst ways to ever find out who was weak or not. Because what this was a battle royale. Anything could happen. You could literally get cheap kills off of niggas for third partying another 1v1.
I definitely will be third partying.
Or you could literally wait until their 1v1 was over and they were at half HP. Just come behind them and sneak their ass. Like, this shit is stupid.
Hey, chat. Hate me or not? During this time, I'm bush camping. Hey, as soon as I see a free lick, I'm getting in there. I'm bow, and I'm going back to my hiding spot. You ain't finna catch me lacking. What you mean I'm on 5 HP and then a fully HP gang of 3 Viltrumites come and just jump me? No, and I'm using weapons. I'm cheating. I don't care.
God forbid.
Dog, I'll be hiding in the clouds. Smart.
Like Conquest, because that was just
oh, you good, Star.
It didn't matter how strong
I
you were
think
if you ran into that nigga. That is just
a win is a win.
RNG.
Yep, we bush camping.
At the end of this purge that Thrag started, it led to half of their population getting wiped out. Billions of Viltrumites died because of this purge.
I'm just
and
leaving.
those billions of bodies are on Thrag's head, because he literally commanded them to do this. And
Max!
now we're at our
Max! He said, Huncho, bro, not gonna lie, you the first one get. Why? Why am I the first one to get slimed? Nah, y'all know how I get in the field, bro. She can get treacherous. She can get treacherous.
A major atrocity. And that was his invasion on Telescria. This nigga pulled up in a big ass Star Destroyer.
It looks so weird without a star.
This city to the ground and destroying everything. Millions of innocent people were getting booed and vaporized.
Out of there.
While this man was just sitting in his ship and looking down on all this death and destruction. And there is a high probability that this man would have probably just scorched the whole planet
if he
Mark
could.
and friends didn't destroy his ship and make him tweak out about losing Argo Skull. But I think that we can all agree after looking at these 3 atrocities that this man Thrag is just a straight up space tyrant, because there is nothing more that this nigga loved to do than conquer
Thrag, we see the
civilizations
fit, bro.
and spread bloodshed wherever he went.
Prime Thrag or Sung Jin Woo. I'm gonna say Jin Woo. Literally. Just based off like the army. And this series, Jin Woo's clearing.
Exhibit B. Putting the fraud allegations to rest. Man, oh man.
See, Demon FF, I like that.
We're calling Thrag a fraud before episode 7 was just flat out insane. Like, we're now in a era where if a new character
Glow, we did not have Thrag on Fraud Watch. I know a demon when I see one. I know a demon when I see one. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. I was probably like 2 years old. I seen my first LeBron game, bro. I knew a demon when I seen one. I knew greatness. I knew greatness. Don't question that. I was 2 years old. That was my first core memory. LeBron. Just dunking on niggas, bro. Going crazy.
some shit like ore farming or putting belt to ass to niggas in the first 5 minutes of their screen time, they're putting them on fraud watch. People were actually calling him a fraud before he even threw his first punch. Now, if you were a part of the crowd that was calling Thrag a fraud before all this happened, all is forgiven. As long as you sign this document and turn it in by the end of the trial. Now, everyone should have known Thrag was all about that action the moment the coalition pulled up to Viltrum, because they pulled up searching for this man just for him to meet them at the front door. Bro said, you ain't even gotta search for me, gang. I'm right here and I'm ready to throw down. So Thula comes from behind and sneaks Status in the back, and all the other Viltrumites end up surrounding them, because Thrag set up an ambush because he knew they were gonna try to track him down and kill him on Viltrum. So he sicks his minions to start jumping the coalition, while he just straight up sat back and watched them fight the whole time. This dude didn't even bother to move from the spot he was in till Space Racer shot his Infinity Ray at him. And all he did was move back a couple of inches. This man didn't give a flying fuck about a laser that would one-shot him.
A gun that could boom him.
The confidence to know that that shit wasn't hitting him. So the first person to actually
you and the whole chat is crazy.
Man. So Nolan flew in and tried to hit him, but all Thrag did was move back a couple of inches again and make Nolan hit straight air. Then Thrag flew above him and winded up a punch from the heavens. And if you take a look at Nolan's face right here, you can tell that he is clearly thinking,
damn.
Demon, they definitely did. But he was at a terrain disadvantage.
Thrag punched this nigga Nolan so hard he turned into a living, breathing meteor and made him crash all the way down on the surface of Viltrum. So after Thrag hit Nolan with the stage change, Thrag came down and tried to hit Nolan with some good old talk no jutsu. He was telling him, Nolan, big dog, come home.
You don't
Why
have to
are
do
you
this,
fighting
buddy.
for these sorry-ass, weak-ass niggas? Thetis' sorry-ass killed our emperor and brought us to damn near extinction, and you wanna align with that Autobots roll out sounding ass nigga? But Nolan tried to tell Thrag
Autobots
that he was
is
a
crazy.
changed man now, and he was done sipping from that Viltrum Kool-Aid to be a brainwashed Space Tyrant. So after Nolan tried to get Thrag,
I'm not gonna lie. Debbie did her thing. I'm not gonna hold you. She held it down for them 20 years. Shout out Debbie, man.
stop and surrender, Thrag looked at Nolan.
Thrag
dead in the
definitely
face
beat the
and
allegations.
said, "Oh, Nolan, how far
What's up,
you
Hale?
fallen? Looks like that Earth Coochie really made you a soft ass nigga." So Thrag winds up a punch that was so strong it created a vortex.
Yeez!
Nolan with a Shoryuken from hell that sent Nolan flying all the way back up into the stratosphere.
You don't speak for me.
So after Nolan
I
got sent
agree.
back to outer space, the next person that tried to step up was everyone's favorite useless purple punching bag, Oliver. Now before we observe what happens to this half-insect buffoon, I want y'all to hear exactly what Oliver says 20 minutes before this fight starts. Roll the clip.
Why is everyone so nervous about fighting this Thrag guy? No way he lives up to the hype.
Now, as we can see, Oliver is basically representing everybody that
I know Oliver aged 18 years in like 2, I believe. He aged really quick. But bro, there has to be a time period where you get some sort of education. Because I want to bring up season 3 again. You got bullied by this man's lackey. Literally bullied. I don't even think he got a hit. He got a hit off. It was a sneak. It was definitely a sneak. I remember that when he saved Mark. But if you got bullied by this man's underling, why do you think you stood a chance in hell against the head Huncho? What? -3 brain cells, Oliver.
Thrag on fraud watch.
-3.
He himself
Mr.
was not
IB
believing in all
Conquest.
the hype. Even after his dad straight up told him, however strong you think you are,
He is
Thrag
stronger.
is stronger. But
Yes,
Oliver,
dog.
being a hard-headed ass nigga and not listening to
Not a
any
thought
of the
behind them
warnings
eyes.
about Thrag, ended up being on the receiving end of one of the most brutal scenes in the series. Oliver flew in to punch Thrag, but Thrag stops him with one hand. Then he crushes Oliver's hand and grabs him by the arm when he tried to
Bring
hit him.
that ass
And you
here.
can see it in Oliver's face when he finally realized that he fucked up and he should have listened to his pops the whole time, but it was all too late for him. Thrag backhands Oliver so hard his jaw falls off and his left arm got snatched.
Goodness.
Oh man. Attempted murder and tackle on the child abuse. This nigga Oliver is the most useless person on this squad. He was a waste of
was a
space.
dead end
And I already
man.
know some of y'all gonna be like, but CJ, what about Tech Jacket? You see, at least Tech Jacket
Just
knows
open.
her role. Sit in the back line, shoot your Viltrumite debuff darts at him, and get your assist.
Look, check me out. The Viltrumite war can be broken down like this. Y'all play Marvel Rivals, right? So look, everybody wants to say, oh, Tech Jacket, sorry, blah, blah, blah. In the comics, she was way hard. Well, he was way harder. But look, in Rivals terms, Tech Jacket was a support. Alan was a tank. Omni-Man was a DPS DPS tank hybrid. Kind of like Thor. Invincible was a DPS. They was playing their roles. Oliver was that one random like Black Widow thrower you get when they don't get their way. Like say you insta-locked your favorite character like Bucky or somebody. Oh no, if I don't get Bucky, I'm throwing. Insta-lock Black Widow, that's Oliver. Useless, terrible kit, can maybe get a kill if somebody's on low HP, but other than that, useless. Nobody plays him. As simple as I can say. But Tech Jacket, very useful, providing W heals, just uplifting people, popped ult when she needed to so people could get eliminations. W Tech Jacket. And if I'm not mistaken, she held her own in the back line against a Viltrumite. You know what? Let's go ahead and clap it up for her. Let's clap it up for Tech Jacket. Clap it up for her. We like that.
He's being a good support character. Oliver, on the other hand, is that one
Spidey in Rivals.
DPS on your team that goes into a fight alone.
Literally, I just said
where the
this.
team was at as he's feeding the other team. This nigga is just straight up garbage. This little nigga was talking crazy as hell, all for him to get his
That's
jaw broken
crazy.
off and not being able to talk again for the foreseeable future. fucking trash can.
Kill cam
bro.
unlocked,
So after
yes.
Oliver got humbled by Thrag, Mark tried to rush in on Thrag with a rage boost, all for Thrag
No,
to
twin.
flash him with one of the craziest impact frames of all time, then stopping his punch with his hairline. Then after he showed Mark his fresh lineup that he got right before this battle, he
I'm like
gives
that.
him a left and a mean-ass gut check, then grabs him by the neck and pimp slaps him out of Viltrum's orbit.
Fuck out the
Look
spot,
at
twin.
The impact frame of this man getting the shit slapped out of him. He slapped the taste out this nigga's mouth. It
Literally.
made his whole head do a 180.
Great minds think alike.
Got put in reverse. Not gonna lie, gang, just for this, I'm giving him an extra attempted murder because this pimp
Jeez.
slap was uncalled for, bruh. So
Just
damn
disrespectful.
Then after he pimp slapped Mark, he flew up to my glorious King Battle Beast, rocked him in his jaw, then grabbed his jetpack, then threw him to a whole other solar system.
Chat, this is Sora AI. I know y'all see the my face cam is covering it, but this is Sora AI. Battle Beast is not getting did like this. I promise you, AI is getting crazy these days, y'all. You really just gotta put everything through like 30-step verification, cause Battle Beast not getting did like that. This is Sora AI, Big ol' AI, all the above.
Because we don't see him again for the
How my
rest
black
of the
mom
fight.
did me
Just
after
for
I told
doing
the
that
teacher
to
I
my
ain't
goat,
care?
that's
Man.
murder. Cause throwing Battle Beast like a toy into deep space is actually insane. So since everyone was getting dog walked by
Glazed.
Thrag, they decided the best thing to do was to just destroy the whole planet. So Space Racer shot his infinity ray at the planet, and Mark, Nolan, and Thetis fly into the planet's core
Boom.
and blow it up.
Your goat got through. It's okay.
So after these three blew up the planet, this sent Thrag over the edge. This man looked directly
Push to the
at
edge like
Thetis,
bird.
locked onto his target like he was a heat-seeking missile, and ripped Thetis' head clean off of his shoulders. Ladies and gentlemen, that was just straight up murder.
I promise you, if I see one of my ops doing this, I'm signing a peace treaty and the terms and conditions so quick. So quick. Like, yeah, you want what, big bro? You got it. You got it. Oh yeah, you want 75% of our planet's resources? Matter of fact, here. Take 80. Take 80. Whatever you want, big bro. My fault, big bro. Yeah, we couldn't bang with you, big bro. Look at how he did this nigga, chat. And he said he chose death. This man flash stepped towards Thetis so quickly that two other grown Viltrumites could not react. War is over at that point. I promise you, war is over.
Didn't even get a chance to react. All he saw in his last moments was Thrag's crispy ass hairline, blitzing him at Mach speed. Then he displayed his
You
head
want my
to
wife?
everyone
Take her.
and crushed it into mush while telling everyone they're next. So after he sent
Hell, that
Optimus
is
Prime
true.
back
I'm
to
mad
the
I-
Bayverse, he
Hell, I'm actually so mad I put post-thragmatic stress disorder. Smoke disorder does sound so much better. But hey, live and you learn.
grabs Nolan with no hesitation and just starts to lay the smackdown on this nigga. While Nolan couldn't do anything, he couldn't fight
1A.
back at all. Thrag then low-key started hitting Nolan with the Superman Injustice 2 super move, just yo-yoing his body with punches. Then Mark came in and tried to help out, but he gets
You're not
punched
my
in the throat
dad.
and he can't breathe anymore. So Nolan tried to attack, but he gets his wrist shattered. Then when Mark saw Thrag flying towards him, his fight or flight senses kicked in. Cause Mark hit the jets and
Say
just
what
tried to
lie.
skedaddle, but Thrag was chasing him and he was on his ass. Look at the expression on Mark's face right here. This is the face of a man who is terrified and is
Bro, I'm
running from
sorry.
death itself. So Thrag grabs Mark and starts giving him ferocious back shots. Then after he finished giving Mark back shots, he had him hoisted
Tongue out is
up
crazy.
and he was about to end this man's existence right here. But Nolan comes in and saves Mark at the last second. So after Mark got saved, Mark asked, "Dad, how do we beat him?" And Nolan looked back at his son and said,
can't.
"Son, we're cooked."
Ridiculous.
Oh, that mercy. Thrag gave Nolan the Viltrumite special technique. That is just flat out attempted murder. Then Thrag grabbed Mark by the neck again.
Had a better chance of destroying the whole planet than murking somebody.
Probably heard
Man.
around the cosmos. Then he started to squeeze his head, and he was going to crush Mark's head just like he did to Thetis. But at the last second, Thrag decides to stop because he realized that too much Viltrumite blood has been spilled. So he lets Mark off the hook and leaves him for dead in space
Plot.
with his father and his brother. This
Plot.
man Thrag shut those fraud allegations up real quick because he just straight up wiped the floor with everyone. Omni-Man got left with his guts hanging out. Mark got put into another coma, and Oliver had to get put in a Bacta tank with a new shiny mechanical jaw and a prosthetic arm to go with it.
Damn. Hey, why is it that after every major fight, This man, invincible, is in the ICU for 30 years. I'm gonna need a name change. Yo, what's good, Zachary? How you doing, gang?
All right,
Bro, pulled a
we have reached
season
our
one.
third and final exhibit. Exhibit C, PTSD and holding Earth hostage. Now, after Thrag put belt to ass to the coalition,
Low-key,
and
Glow,
left
I can
the
agree
whole
with that.
family for dead in space, Mark thought they were going to go to Earth and destroy everything. So when Mark finally recovered from the
Squid
beating
Game.
that Thrag gave him, it is revealed that Mark got his ass beat so bad, he got PTSD. But not just your regular
I got
PTSD.
PTSD.
This nigga Mark got specifically post-thragmatic stress disorder. Not gonna lie, I think we haven't seen a case of PTSD this severe since Slade did this shit to Robin.
Man.
Because Mark was tweaking out so hard, he was seeing things just like Robin was. So let's go through some of the examples real quick of how severe this actually was. Example 1. Mark finally comes back home to see his mother for the first time after the war. So this was supposed to be a heartwarming moment, but it goes south real quick. While Mark was talking to his mom, he looked away for like 1 second. And when he turned around again, he sees Debbie getting choked
baby.
out by Thrag. And Thrag tells him, this is the smallest repayment for what you did. And rips
And there's
Debbie's
nothing you can do about
head
that.
off. I'm not gonna lie, this shit got me for a quick second.
He was
This
getting boxed up
happened
by a
fast, it
hallucination.
felt like a jump scare. Bro really thought for a second that he saw his mother get her head ripped off before he finally snapped back into reality. But this was only his first post-thragmatic stress disorder episode, because there were more to come. Example 2, Mark and Eve were having a very important conversation about how life's
Hey, no cap. Before we even get into this one, I seen on TikTok that instead of Adam Eve, somebody called her Adam Eats because of her. Oh wait, gang, that is crazy, bro. Adam Eats is OD.
been for her since Mark left, and she was about to give him the whole lore dump of what all happened when he left. So right before she was about to tell Mark that she was pregnant, she gets her head snatched by Thrag, and Thrag
I thought
starts to
Fathom
hold
Eve.
her up above Mark and tells him, "You took away what I loved. Now I'm
Atomic
taking
Eve.
what you love, little nigga."
You.
So he starts to gouge
In her own little
eyes out
thickness.
and crush her face. Then her other eyeball ends up popping out of her head before he finally kills her in front of Mark.
That is a
Throws
terrible
her
way to go.
lifeless body right back at him. This nigga
Genjutsu
Mark
debuff.
was going through hell. He was living a nightmare because he couldn't tell if this was real or not. Eve
I wouldn't
had
be able to
snap
either.
this man out of the genjutsu that he was stuck in because he was actually stun locked. Now, let's observe example 3. Mark is giving the debrief to Cecil about the war and was low-key about to ask him for a therapist. Now, while their conversation
He needed.
continued, Mark closed his eyes, and the moment he looked back up, he sees Thrag giving Cecil the VILTRUM'S special moves. And while he had his body lifted up, he told Mark, "Just to let you know, I'm still in your head, and not even therapy can repair the shit I did to you." Then he throws Cecil's lifeless body to the side like trash. And after this, Mark just started hyperventilating.
Oh no. What's goodness,
He
homie?
was having a panic attack mid-PTSD till Cecil finally calmed this nigga down and brought him back to reality. So after Mark went through like 3 post-thragmatic stress disorder episodes, Mark decided to go on a flight to clear his head. And while he was out flying, he sees Thrag again. So Mark, thinking he's having another episode, closes his eyes and starts to think in his head, "This is not real, this nigga's not here.
It should have been canon
This is
for
not
Cecil to
real,
die.
This nigga's not here. This is not real, this nigga's
Not much,
not
just
here."
doing a couple
So when
videos,
Mark
Miss Homie.
opens up his eyes again, Thrag was still there. And he told him, "Yes,
Run.
little nigga, we indeed are here." And this was when Mark finally realized that the Thrag standing in front of him was indeed the real Thrag. So Mark starts
Diamond
freaking
Tester.
out and begins to hit Thrag over and over again. But Thrag
Nothing.
just took all of this with no reaction. Then palmed Mark's face and threw him back to where he started. Then Thrag told him, "Stop, little nigga. I didn't come here to fight. I came
We
here
not
to
boxing."
talk." So Thrag gives this man a little smile, then tells Mark, "Here's how this is about to go down, little nigga. You took our home, so now we're taking yours. So from this day forward, we will be using Earth
Oh my
as
goodness.
a breeding ground to repopulate our forces and rebuild our empire."
Telling a nigga, "Let me explain your future to you." I'm not gonna lie, that's a Thanos level bar. That is a Thanos level bar. Cause just the sheer fact that you know your ops can't do nothing to bang with you. You saying, yeah, your life is gonna go like this, whether you like it or not. Literally, it's that Boondocks meme. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. The choice is yours. Thrag is tough, bruh. How your older brother used to do you? Oh, hey, I hope that got better, Glow.
And don't worry, they've already started.
Hell does not like
Craig
Cecil.
Like 6 of your
Yo, what's up,
already.
Tari?
That one-eyed motherfucker's having the time of his
Craig,
life right now. And Lucan is already
bro really
famous.
just took 8 billion
He's
people
been
hostage.
hosting this show called Family Feud under an alias name, Steve Harvey or some shit. But that's besides the point. What you need to know is this, little nigga. You're going to let us coexist with you. And if you don't, we will rip this planet in half. Also, I will need to acquire the location of your planet's best barbers. Their services will be needed. So Mark has to agree because he basically has no choice. And Thrag officially takes the entire planet of Earth as hostage and turns it into a Viltrumite breeding farm.
Crazy.
The verdict. Ladies and gentlemen, after observing all of this evidence and tallying up this long list of charges, this is a pass with flying colors.
Oh, 1000%.
This man Thrag belongs in the elite category for menaces. He pulled off this list of charges in 3 episodes, gang. That is like a new record for trials or some shit. And this is just the tip of the iceberg because the files on this man are going to continue over the years. So with that being said,
I need to see that.
And until our next trial that is coming up very soon, I bid y'all farewell.
Hey, W video.